All right, coaches, we're gonna be diving into the snatch work for this week. We changed it up just a little bit. It's a complex and it's got pauses in it. It's gonna start with one snatch deadlift, pause at the hip and the knee, and then stand. And then you're gonna do the same thing, but you're actually gonna power snatch it overhead. And the last one's gonna be a power snatch, no pauses. So I have Chris over here. We're gonna demonstrate this and then we're gonna kind of go through the points of performance. So once we tell the class what we're doing, you're gonna actually demo it with a pipe or a bar. So he's gonna go ahead and get his snatch grip and just deadlift the bar all the way up. And we're going to reiterate, making them have the snatch grip and make sure the bar is at his hip, okay? From this point, we just wanna make sure they understand how to get into the bar to their hip for the hip snatch. So he's just gonna drop down, sink down into his heels. Nope, just hip, from the hip. Sorry. There, good. So right now, his shoulder's right over the top of the bar. His weight is in his midfoot, and he's in an ideal position to jump and catch. From there, he's gonna push his hips back, hips and knees go back, and he's gonna go into the hang position. That's great. Now the shoulders are over the bar. His lats are kind of covering the bar at this point. His shins are really vertical, so watch for that. And then he's gonna go to the ground. So the actual first rep is going to be from the ground, but if you wanna start them high, let them feel those positions and then go to the ground, that's fine as well. Just for the first one, for kind of demo, just for getting them the feel of it. So the actual movement's gonna look like this. Snatch grip, deadlift, from the mid shin up to the top of the knee. Go ahead. Good. Oop, try and keep your feet flat, there you go. And then from there to the hip. Good, and notice his knees are still very bent because he's ready to jump, and then he's just gonna stand. And at the stand, they can stand straight up or they can stand and kind of pull back a little bit if they want to, shoulder behind the bar, but that's the first movement. From there, we're gonna go down again. Good, and back down to the ground. They can pause on the way down if they want or not, either way is fine. Okay, this time he's actually going to do the same thing with the pauses and then he'll catch overhead. Good, it's okay. It's a little heavy. He didn't warm up, by the way. Told you could have used the bar. Okay, on this last one, he's actually gonna take the pauses out, but we're still gonna, encourage them to try and hit those positions, and he's just gonna power snatch. And this is from the ground. And by the way, when they do this complex, it does not have to be heavy. We really just want them to work on their technique, and we want them to hang on to the bar for all 3 reps. So that is it.